All right, so thank you guys so much for coming. We're going to chat about safe swaps. And so if you are here and not part of our little collaboration group, if you want to put in the chat box, who invited you here and what you're excited to learn today. Just to share a little bit about what we will talk about today. So we'll talk about what a safe swap even is, why we would want to consider them. And then we will share some of our favorites that we've been using and really loving. And then we'll just chat about the most affordable way for us to shop to get them. So what is a safe swap anyway? So safe swaps are just natural solutions that we can use in place of, products that we'd find in our medicine cabinets, our cleaning supplies, our personal care products. So that what we're putting in and on our body and in our homes, on our kids, on our pets, all of those things are safe. And then why do we even want to think about that? Like, aren't the products on the market safe? And so the reality is that, I don't know if you guys have known this, but I really did a lot of digging in on this for some health issues that I personally had, and started really learning that most commercial cleaning and personal care products are not tested thoroughly for safety, or maybe even tested at all in many ways. And so the reason for that is actually because they're not a food and they're not a beverage, they're not a drug, and so they actually are not regulated. So the companies are actually not required to list all the chemicals that they put in there unless there's a chemical that there's a known risk. And unfortunately, there's not a lot of known risks about the things that are in there because the manufacturers are not required to test them. So, that's a big problem. If we start to think about, like, what does that mean for us? That means what we could be putting on our bodies could really be putting us at risk. There are lots of studies out there who have really shown that the toxins in products can cause breathing problems, hormone issues, skin issues, so many different things for the body. And so if we have a choice to make, I think that we would all choose to not put things on our body that would, kind of be able to impact or maybe even cause some of those things to happen. So what we can do about it is where we cue doTERRA, right? So doTERRA's testing is just top notch. They conduct over, 8 main steps with the testing that they do. That's bigger than any company that's, in the essential oil business and, testing oils. And so that's huge. There's third-party testers who are making sure that, these products are unadulterated, they are safe, they are going on our body. You can read in detail about all of those things. If you go over on the doTERRA website, you can see all about the certified pure therapeutic grade process. Third party, you can see all those levels of testing and really dig in if that's something that's interesting to you. So won't go into detail, but just wanted you to know that that's really what sets doTERRA apart and why all of us are here to share about our experience with that today. So without further ado, I think it's a great time to just talk about these products that we're loving, talk about how we've swapped some things out, and share with you. So each of us is just gonna share. There's so many things, you guys, from cleaners and personal care and all those things. We're just gonna touch on a few of our favorites, but you'll be able to kind of think through the things that you have in your home and how maybe you want to slowly swap those out as you hear some of us today. So Katie, if you want to get started about your favorite.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Katie. I am so excited today to share with you my favorite mirror and window cleaner. I have 3 littles, and so their hands, their face, their tongue is on all sorts of glass, mirrors, and windows. So that was one of the first things I swapped in my house was window cleaner. And how I do it is I have an 8-ounce or a 16-ounce glass container, and glass is important so that nothing breaks down when you make it. And you're probably thinking, okay, well, what about the top? I've never had any problems with my spray tops. So here is my favorite recipe with the all tried and true lemon essential oil. And and I use a third cup of vinegar, a third cup rubbing alcohol, and that rubbing alcohol will actually come in super handy right now if you're making your own hand sprays with your On Guard, just a side note, and 10 to 20 drops of lemon. Fill the rest with water. That simple. And not only are you getting some incredible, clean, shining windows, you got to put a little bit of extra with like elbow grease when you do that clean. But you can feel so good about what you're putting on your windows and your mirrors and what you're spraying in your house, and you're breathing it in while you're cleaning it. And the next time your 1-year-old, if you've got them, licks the window, you know what they're licking. So sometimes I go a little bit easier on the vinegar. If you're not too keen on the smell, I've made it completely without vinegar. And just, you know, if I'm on the fly and don't have it handy. So that is my favorite swap, is window cleaner.
That's so awesome. Katie, do you mind putting the recipe in the chat?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. That's awesome. Yep, it's so good, you guys, just to be able to, and look how quick and easy that was, right? So she didn't have to spend a ton of time, you know, when she makes it, and you just have what you need right there. So that's so awesome. All right, next up we have Amy. She's gonna share about some supports for discomfort.
Hi guys, I'm Amy. So I have 3 products that I'm going to talk about today to support discomfort that you might experience. The first swap that you can make is utilizing the Deep Blue Rub. Okay, so the Deep Blue Rub actually contains the Deep Blue essential oil, but it comes in a cream format. So other oils that you might find in there that create the deep blue would be wintergreen, peppermint, blue tansy, ylang ylang. There's a few other, but just to name some so that you can get an idea. And when applied to your discomfort area, it provides a cooling and it provides a warming sensation. So this swap is awesome because it does not leave you with like a greasy or a sticky feeling whatsoever. It's actually very soothing for the skin, like a lotion. And the best places that I love to keep this, you're gonna laugh at some of these. First of all, the bathroom, because yes, thank you, Katie. The bathroom, because when I get out of the shower in the morning and I'm like, okay, I kind of like do like the robot man where I'm like, what's hurting today? And apply there. Also, I keep it in the living room, like on the coffee table, because when you're relaxing and watching TV, again, another great place. And then on the bedside table, because before I go to bed, kind of just take a sense of my body where I'm feeling discomfort and apply as well. And the soothing sensation is just helping to relax the muscles and helping to support them. So the other one is Aroma Touch Oil. So that is our massage blend oil. And I like to use that in combination with copaiba in a roller bottle. So if you just take a roller bottle, you can fill it with your preference of drops depending upon what you're using. Okay, so maybe if I'm doing Aroma Touch and copaiba, I'm doing, you know, 10 of each or maybe 15 of each, your preference. And then I fill the rest with fractionated coconut oil. And so then what I do is apply that again in areas of discomfort. And I generally apply that Aroma Touch oil prior to the layering of Deep Blue, so that the oil is on my skin first and then the cream or the lotion is on top. Okay, so that's one awesome way. And then also, as things start to open back up and you're comfortable with going different places, if you go see a massage therapist or massage, take your Aroma Touch oil with you, because you can ask the masseuse or the massage therapist to apply a drop or two when they do your massage experience. I've done this with my masseuse, and she has commented that this is by far the best oil that she's ever used while providing a massage. So I was like, no problem. We'll see you next time with Aroma Touch. Okay. But again, the experience is awesome when using the massage blend during that time. And then the last one is copaiba. So you can either use copaiba in the essential oil format, or you can utilize it in a soft gel as well. So copaiba comes from the resin of the copaiba tree in the tropical areas of South America. And the reason that we want to use copaiba for our discomfort is because it actually helps with inflammation. Now, we want our body to have some inflammation, but we want our body to have a healthy amount of inflammation. So with the copaiba, you're actually working to create that healthy amount of inflammation. So again, you can use it in an oil format, roll it on, apply, or you can take it internally. So if you have the soft gels, you can take those, but the soft gels generally contain 2 drops of the oil. So if you don't, I happen to have the veggie capsules. So I just open a veggie capsule, I put in 2 drops of copaiba, and I take it internally. So those I tend to take before I go to bed when my body is at rest to help support with recovery or the discomfort that I might be experiencing. So those are 3 swaps that I have made to help with discomfort. Again, those were the Deep Blue Rub, the Aroma Touch Oil, which is our massage blend, and then copaiba, either in the oil format or in soft gels, whatever works for you. So, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that, Amy. Yeah, and if you guys see over in the chat box, talking about the copaiba and aroma touch and other ways that we use it too, you know, for heel pain and head tension, amazing on cramps. And so it's just so awesome. And Amy is a CrossFit athlete, so she knows all about needing that recovery to the body. And so that's so awesome, Amy. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Awesome. Up next, we have Carrie. She's going to share about her experience with some allergy support swaps.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for coming. I have seasonal allergies. So in the spring and the fall, I get really bad like coughing and bronchitis. If I don't take care of it, I have bronchitis for like 3 months, where every time I try to breathe in, I would start a coughing fit. So teaching, that's kind of hard, that every time I tried to teach, I would start coughing. So my doctor suggested me taking allergy pills before the season starts. And so instead of taking the over-the-counter allergy pills, I make my own allergy pills using the veggie caps. And then I also use lemon, peppermint, lavender, and I also add copaiba. So about 2 drops of each in a veggie cap every morning. I take that. I've been doing that for the last 2.5 months. I have not had any allergy symptoms at all. I know people have said, oh my gosh, my allergies are really bad this season. And I'm like, woo, I'm good. So doTERRA, you know, if you don't want to make your own every morning, doTERRA does have Tri-Ease capsules, which are the lemon, lavender, and peppermint. It's not the copaiba, so copaiba is not included in the Tri-Ease. But that's another option if you don't want to make them yourselves. Something to make it a little easier, I have these little dropper tops on it, and that makes it easier to put in these little tiny, you can't even see it, little tiny capsules. So that just helps me with my allergies.
Awesome, Carrie. That was so cool. And I just love just how the experience that you've had from last season to this season since putting that into your routine. It's so cool. And I'm sure it feels so great to know that you can just make that safe swap and still have that effective response that you're looking for. So that's so cool. All right, next up, Kelly's going to share about deodorant.
All right. Well, you guys, I love doTERRA's deodorant, and I really started to use this. They kind of reformulated a few years ago, and it was right at the time when I had boys that were transitioning into those like that phase of like adolescence, and really we needed something, and I was worried about what they were putting on their body. And I kind of like got thinking about this and learning about this a little bit. So many of the deodorants that we buy over the counter, a lot of them, if you go to the grocery store and look through all of like what's available on the market, so many of them are antiperspirants and deodorants. So the antiperspirants they contain metallic salts, which most of the time are aluminum based. So we're putting that right over our armpits, right? And the aluminum or the metallic salts, when they're combined with sweat, what they do is they create a plug for the sweat duct so you don't sweat. And that's how the antiperspirant works, right? And lots of people would say yes, right? I did for years, like, yay, we don't sweat. That's so great. And we don't stink. Like, that's so awesome, right? But if you think about it, our bodies were perfectly designed. Um, and there is a function behind sweating, right? What is the purpose of it? It helps regulate temperature, and it also is a detoxification process, right? And so by clogging up those ducts, by putting antiperspirant deodorants on there, it's a problem, right? We're not allowing those toxins to be released there, and it's not helping us regulate our body temperature, right? So some of the other problems with like the deodorants on the market today is that they have a lot of other chemicals in them. A lot of them have parabens, triclosan, phthalates, all of which can be endocrine disruptors. And so we definitely don't want to be putting those on our bodies. I love doTERRA's deodorants. They have a couple that are on the market right now. So they are always switching up and giving us like kind of like just fun new scents and aromas. And so they'll promo them for a little while. So Balance deodorant, if you've ever used doTERRA's Balance essential oil, it's amazing. It's great for like mood support, whatnot. But it's kind of like a woodsy aroma, and so it's really great. This is the one my teenage boys like because it smells the most manly. They also have on the that's available is Douglas fir and an orange, and that one is really nice as well. I like the citrus ones, and that one's like a real good gender neutral, like scent neutral oil that they've got. One that I stocked up on when it was like promoted for a little while is Citrus Bliss. So that's one of my very favorite blends that doTERRA has. So Citrus Bliss is really good. And then I still have, some of you that have been doing doTERRA for a little bit, you probably know, beautiful. They actually made a beautiful deodorant. And so I stocked up on those. So I have a few of those as well. But just so you know, like coming out this summer, they're going to have a new one for summer, and it's Citrus Bloom. So if you guys took advantage of any of the BOGOs that happened a little while ago, or if you've tried Citrus Bloom before, it came out like a year ago. It's one of those amazing oils, and they're going to be making the deodorant of that. So, and why I choose doTERRA deodorant, it's because of the ingredients. And so they've got shea butter, arrowroot powder, beeswax, coconut oil, and then jojoba seed oil and essential oils. And they're pure essential oils. The other, how are the other deodorants on the market? Like, how are they scented, right? A lot of them use fragrance, and it's just not good to put those on our body, and synthetic fragrances and whatnot. And so these pure essential oils are what's going to give the nice aroma. It's going to allow our body to function properly by not clogging those sweat ducts, whatnot. One other thing a tip I wanted to share. So if you have switched from what's on the market to like a natural deodorant, you may have noticed that, hey, it's like maybe it doesn't work. Like, have you ever like wondered if it worked? Because when I switched, I was like, this stuff doesn't work. It's really cool that it's clean, but it doesn't work, And so I was kind of like bummed, like, what do I do? Like, I'm in this hard spot, like where I want to make the right choice, but I don't want to stink. Like, you go out in public, you want to smell good. And so, I learned that one of the things is detoxifying that area. So giving a little detox, because if you use like the antiperspirant deodorants before, what you've done is you've stopped that sweat gland from like allowing it to release those toxins. So it's built up there. So it's going to take a little bit, right? So what I actually like to do is do a clay mask, which this is doTERRA's mud mask, and it's intended for the face, but it really works incredibly for also your underarms. So it's got essential oils in it. It's got juniper berry, myrrh, and grapefruit, which help like detoxify the body, but that also like a bentonite clay. And so I will just apply like a thin layer. Now, when I first started using the natural deodorants, I went ahead and did this every week. And I would just put it on for maybe 10 minutes while I'm like getting ready for bed or whatnot, and then wash it off. And it really, really helped. And now at this point, like just kind of like just to help my body like detox and whatnot, I will use it like once or twice a month, just depending on how how I'm feeling and whatnot. So that's just like one little tip when using, when switching over to a natural deodorant. But I absolutely love this. This is what we use in our home, like the doTERRA's deodorants. We love it. I feel good about what we're putting on our bodies, and that's so important. So, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Anybody else wish that Kelly did a deodorant commercial?
And I just wanted to also share the baking soda versus non-baking soda. I know that I've had someone ask me about that. So Kelly, do you want to touch on that?
Yeah. Oh, go ahead. Like, what specifically did you want to share, Kate?
Sorry. Owen's crying.
Oh no. Of course. Sorry. So they do offer a couple of different options. So if you are sensitive to baking soda, because that's one of the problems with some people want to switch over to the natural ingredients, but like something that's like an alternative is baking soda. So if you are sensitive to that, they do have one of these that you can purchase that does not have the baking soda in it. So that's a huge like benefit. So there are options. doTERRA is always thinking about like how to serve the customer the best. And if you've got any questions or anything like that, like they are so responsive to our needs and just different sensitivities, and they always want to use the most quality products. And so they have switched that up. So.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Yep. That was such great information. And oh my gosh, you guys, that mud mask thing, it totally works. I used, different natural deodorant before I worked with doTERRA, and it just didn't work. And then, switching over and using that mask and just allowing the body to do that natural process. It's so awesome. So thank you, Kelly, for sharing about that. Next up, we have Casey. Casey's going to share about shampoo and conditioner, and Casey's a stylist, so no better than her to share that product with us.
Thanks, Shauna. Yes, so as everybody knows, I do hair as a career. So I have tried literally every single shampoo and conditioner out there on the market, because as a hairstylist, you just want to try everything. But deep down in my heart, I always knew that I always wanted to use something more natural. I've always just kind of been the natural person. So when I got hooked up with doTERRA, that was one of the first things that I switched was shampoo and conditioner, just because, of course, I wanted to try it. So who here struggles with maybe dandruff or hair growth or hydration in the hair? That was me. So these two products, the shampoo and the conditioner, have really transformed my hair. And so the shampoo has wild orange and lemon essential oil in it. And both of those oils are really invigorating and energizing and purifying to the hair follicle. So that really helps, wake that hair follicle up and tells it to grow. The conditioner, I actually really love it. It's very, very hydrating. So the conditioner has lavender, peppermint, rosemary, essential oils, just to name a few, but all of those essential oils. So the lavender is very calming to the hair follicle. The peppermint tells it to wake up and it to grow. And the rosemary is really great for healthy hair growth, as well as keeping maybe if you are a person that struggles with psoriasis or dry scalp. I know for me, I struggle with dry scalp in the wintertime. So it's, it's kind of embarrassing to have some flakes. So, but this conditioner has really, really helped my hair. And so there's also two other products that doTERRA has too that are hair products. And so there's a Healthy Hold Glaze and a Root to Tip Serum. So the Healthy Hold Glaze is actually heat protectant. And so we want to make sure that we're protecting our hair before we're putting the blow dryer on it, or a styling, a curling iron or a flat iron or anything like that. And so this is really awesome. So it has lavender, peppermint, rosemary, and cedarwood in it. And so obviously, like I stated before, the lavender, peppermint, rosemary, those are really great for hair growth, but the cedarwood is really great for calming the hair follicle and reducing inflammation, which is great for hair growth. And it smells really yummy, and you don't have to use a whole lot of it either. So probably the size of a dime. That's really all I use. And it has a light hold, and I put it in my hair last night when I washed it, and obviously I have wave to my hair, but I can my hair's still soft, and that's what I like. So and the last product is the Root to Tip Serum. This has saved my hair so many times. So recently in January, I want to say, I don't know if you can see this, but like I lost my hair right here on both sides in my temple area. So, I started using the root to tip serum, and I like after my shower, after towel drying my hair, I put one pump in my hand and I rub my hands together and I literally put it on my scalp. I know that sounds crazy to put like a serum-y oil on your scalp, but it's so hydrating to the scalp. So the root to tip serum has peppermint and rosemary in it, which is perfect for waking up that hair follicle and telling it to grow. And the rosemary is perfect for, promoting healthy hair growth. So just from January until May, like I have that much hair growth, and that's insane to me. So, I also use the root to tip serum on my ends as well. So as soon as I'm like done putting it through my scalp and my roots, I like just put it down my ends. And then of course I don't wash my hair every day. So if I'm trying to calm my frizzy hair, I'll just take a little bit of that, like not maybe a full pump, but a half a pump. And I'll rub my hands together and really just focus on getting from here down. And that really helps add hydration to the hair as well. So I hope that those are some great tips for you, and I'm happy to share. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, another amazing commercial that I wish I saw on TV. Because, yeah, we just, we see these girls with their beautiful hair on TV, and they don't tell us about like the health of hair, right? So just so amazing that we can have natural solutions to be able to support the health of our hair. So you can see in the chat box, everybody's talking about how much they love it. For me, I actually had lots of hair loss from thyroid issues that I've healed from with natural solutions. And same thing, like this shampoo has totally changed my hair. So awesome. Thank you so much for that, Casey. So the last one is what I'm going to share is just our dental care products. And so we've got the toothpaste, and then we've got the mouthwash. And these are made with our On Guard oil, which is our protective blend. And so, there's wild orange and cinnamon, but this toothpaste has the peppermint, the wild orange, the clove in there, cinnamon, rosemary. But you guys, the biggest reason why I switched toothpaste before I actually starting working with doTERRA is that because of thyroid issues, learning that fluoride, which is in a lot of toothpaste, can actually be very disruptive to our hormones. And so I really started digging in on that and learning about it. And I tried a lot of different natural toothpastes with not really good results, right? Until starting to work with doTERRA and started the On Guard, and it's just been so amazing. And I actually, struggled with dental care through the years until I started using these products, and my dentist was like, what are you doing? Because your, dental checkups have been so good, so different from, years before. So hands down, it's definitely doing a great job. It is a natural whitening toothpaste, so you're going to get that you're looking for in the toothpaste. And then the mouthwash. So the mouthwash is, it's protecting and refreshing, and you're just going to use a little bit of that, just the same way that you would use other mouthwash, but you're doing it without all of these additives, these colors, all these different things that get put into commercial mouthwash. And again, just another way that you're able to really support your teeth, right? I mean, just everything comes into our body through our mouth. And so it's just, having that On Guard protective blend in it is just another way that we are boosting our immune system and supporting our body's health and wellness overall by that routine that we do, a couple times every day. So a really great swap if that is something that you're looking to do as well. Yes, it's not too spicy. I'm so glad that you said that, Kelly, because, when you think of cinnamon and that sort of thing, you're like, oh, is it going to be like big red gum, hot kind of thing? And no, it's not. It's definitely gentle. So it's great that, kids can enjoy using it as well. So that's awesome. So you guys, those were just like really just scratching the surface of safe swaps that you can do in your home. There's so many things that you can do, from cleaning products to, more personal care, anything that you would have maybe used in the past at Bath and Body Works and lotions and all of these different things that you might have gotten. You can definitely start to swap those out from doTERRA. So just looking at skincare line, There's several different lines. And so any of us would be able to help you kind of look through what you have and, you know, what you might want to swap out. And so I thought it'd be really good to talk about, you know, the most affordable way that we make these swaps. And that's doTERRA's LRP, or Loyalty Rewards Program. And so the Loyalty Rewards Program is just, it's a home delivery service that you get to customize every month what you want to get based on what you need. And so you're going to earn reward points for every order that you're going to then get to cash in for free doTERRA products. I mean, who doesn't want free products, right? So this is just an awesome way to do that. So here's some ways that you're going to earn your points. So you're actually going to bank 100% of your shipping points back as long as you have placed your order online. So you'll get 100% back. So just for an example, like if you chose the $3.99 shipping, you're going to get 4 points on that order automatically for purchasing as a Loyalty Rewards customer. And then each product is actually assigned a PV, which is product value. And so every time that you order 50 PV, you earn a percent back. You're going to begin at 10% back, and then your percentage is going to grow every quarter until you reach 30% back. And so once you reach that and you continue to maintain your account, then you're going to keep saving at that. And remember, this is on top of already being a wholesale customer and getting 25% off. So super awesome savings. And then we have the product of the month club, which is so cool. As a Loyalty Rewards member, you get to place 125 product value loyalty order for the month. And if you do that before the 15th of the month, doTERRA is going to send you whatever the free product of the month is. So that happens every month. There's a new one that gets announced at the beginning of every month. Place your order by the 15th and you get that freebie automatically. And then, if there's some months that you feel like, oh, I'm not sure I need 50 product value this month, that's okay. You can just place an order of at least one product value, and you'll maintain any accumulated points that you have started to earn by making these safe swaps. All right, so that's how our Loyalty Rewards program works. I don't know if anybody else wants to chime in on anything about the Loyalty Rewards program. I know for me, it's just been so awesome. It's so great to just get rewarded for things I've already been doing. I know recently I started to realize like how much money I'm saving because I don't go buy all of these things at Target. So then I don't like, hey, look at that cute sweater, and oh, there's the dollar spot, and I was really there for toothpaste. So I know for me, it's definitely been additional cost savings because I've had that swap kind of been how I'm shopping as well. So,
girl, I could even make the same argument for Amazon. Like
yeah.
You get on Amazon and you're just like, well, that was kind of in my cart. So, so I just really, and ever since doTERRA came out with their app, like it's the same way as our cozy grocery list for our fam. Like as the week goes by or the month goes by, I'm like, oh, we need that. So I'm going to add that to my list. And so I've got my template built. So that's how I use my rewards order. It's like a grocery.
Yeah, and I'm glad you mentioned that. So like with your template, when you build it up, you can change it as many times as you need to, as you start to see that you're running out of something that month or whatever, up until the night before it gets ready to ship. And you get to choose the date of when you want that to ship.
Shauna, I think the number one thing that I hear is they're like, oh, what if I forget? And then there's something in there. So make sure you sign up for text alerts or email alerts, and doTERRA will let you know, hey, you've got 2 days. Hey, you've got 1 more day. So just reminding you to go check your shopping list.
Yep, that's awesome.
I just love that it's like something where you customize every month. It's not something like, okay, I'm signing up to buy shampoo every month. No, like you get to try new things. It's like if you need to stock up on supplements 1 month, or you need like all the On Guard products 1 month, and then you need deodorant or whatever it is you need. We're constantly changing it, but it's really changed my shopping experience. Like, no longer do I have to worry, like, do we have enough hand soap at home, deodorant, like shampoo, all these like personal care products that we have, like I use through doTERRA, and I feel so good about like where they're coming from, what's in them, and what I'm using for me and my family. And like the points back is so cool because regardless, like I've been doing this for a while. So yes, I earn 30% back on everything I purchase, and it adds up so quick. it's amazing what what I get back. And so it's just a huge added benefit. One other thing, like doTERRA, like I said, is always like looking for like ways to like really help the customer out. And so right now we're in the beta testing of using PayPal. And so you can make your purchases with PayPal. And so that will roll out soon once they, they like to do a beta test with a small group first and then grow it so that we know that we've got everything in place to make that work perfectly. So look for that in the future, but PayPal will be an option. So whether you choose that to come through a credit card or however you set up PayPal, directly through a checking or savings account, like you can totally do that. And so I love that there's options.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you so much. And I know Katie said in the chat box that her favorite is the chapstick. And so, yeah, when you're kind of thinking of these things like, oh, maybe I did a really big order last month and maybe I just, need a smaller one, like the chapstick or the, hand mist, hand sanitizing mist is just, those little things can be things that you're going to go through, right, all the time. So those are little ones to grab for people. So. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for showing up here today for you and for your family and just starting to learn about how making safe swaps can not only be amazing care for your body, but also it can be very budget friendly too. So I hope that you were able to kind of catch that from all of us today. And please reach out to whoever invited you. If you're watching the recording, have a chat with the person who sent it to you so that they can help you get set up with your loyalty rewards program so that you can start earning all these freebies too. So thank you guys so much. And it was great to be here, and we'll see you at another class sometime soon.